meaning that he has to play blob.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some info on that for you, but I mean, that was a long match, 17, 18 minutes. It's the longest one we've had so far. It looks like it was a 3-1 too, so only 4 games in that time.
God.
So if I am expecting anything out of SainT, it is measured patience. He's definitely a player that's more flashy than a lot of other Samus mains. He does crazy stuff off stage, but he is not a person who's going to get shook and change his gameplay mid-game. Unless he absolutely needs to, that is.
And SainT is not quite a player that I'm familiar with personally. I believe he's from Towson, right?
Yep, he's a Towson Smash.
Okay.
And he's done some nice things. He came out a couple times to the old JTS venue at Racers Cafe. That was back before we went ahead and partnered with VGBC and started doing the matches right at Xanadu Games.
Yeah, I actually like that venue a lot.
Racers or this one?
Racers. I love the new Xanadu, but you know the nostalgia feel for Racers.
Yeah, and Racers was one of those it was one of those old school Smash events. So like we're basically in a cafe next to a bar, in like this back room that nobody used.
Yeah, like vintage Smash events. Someone's garage, the back of a restaurant, like someone like in the dumpster behind the Pizza Hut. Like we out here playing Smash.
Exactly. No matter where, we gonna find a place to do it.
Yeah.
As long as we can haul the CRTs through the door.
Facts. Oh yeah, the Chipotle. Yeah, it was right across the street. You could just walk over there, grab a bite, eat some salty food after like the salty loss.
Exactly.
I miss it. Oh.
All right, so it looks like up B still kills. Today I learned.
Yeah. And now, like, we're a bit distracted there, but now that I watched a bit of that, I can see how SainT versus Dirk took so long.
It seems like Samus is a bit of like a floaty as well as a slow character, so SainT isn't incentivized to rush in. And it looks like there's been like small tune-ups to a lot of these ranged attacks that Samus has. Like these missiles are looking pretty strong.
Yep, it really does. It really does. But that up air is still looking as strong as ever as Blob takes a stop.
For all Blob's complaining about that up air, he's been doing some work with it these past few sets.
Listen, Yoshi mains, I have been saying for the last 5 years, Yoshi mains complain about literally everything for no reason. I don't understand why they hate their characters so much and still complain about them every day. You can @ me on Twitter, Yoshi mains. Please explain why you were so mad all the time anyway.
I think they're mad all the time because of all the stocks that they lost when their opponent was at like 190% and they died at 60. Because this character still has lacking in kill options.
That is true.
But it seems like he's a little bit better in this one. Back air seems like it's a reliable way to kill off the side. That's something that this character needed. So that plus like the ability to punish out of heavy armor, I would not be surprised if this character turns out to be a little bit better than he was in Smash 4.
Yeah, so far, she does feel way better.
Whoa,
nice tech, but
the
nice
footstool from Blob.
Yeah. Excellent reactions. He might have just been mash and jump, but either way, he mashed jump in the right place, and that deserves some accolades as well.
Yeah, my rule is that the players know better than I do, so I always just assume that, yeah, I was right. Yeah. Even if it's like janky nonsense.
If it works, you're always right.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, no, dog, I meant to do that.
If it doesn't work, it's just a button accident.
Yep.
Just a misinput.
No, it wasn't a misinput. It's the janky buffer system.
Yeah. You're either a genius or a victim, so
exactly.
It always works out.
Forward tilt killing at 166. So 56% just about on SainT. Definitely a doable percent here. One thing that I've been noticing is that SainT hasn't really been able to get this Zair game going. Blob's just ability to zone break is just too good here.
Ooh, 35. Hold all that damage and hold up. This is becoming a problem for Blob. He had a huge lead at first, but that was all eradicated with just a couple presses of the B button.
Yeah, he literally just said, I'm going to go ahead and shoot you once, kick you once. Oh, we're even now. We're good.
Yep. And was that his jump? He has to air dodge this.
That egg saved Blob's life.
It really did. All right, so pretty close game. Samus doesn't have a lot of kill power, but the damage is racking up.
Yep, it's an even game, just about two characters that definitely have a little bit more of a hard time killing. I think that's going to be SainT's main tool right here, is that back air. If you can get the single hit back air like close to edge, yeah, that's curtains for Blob. Or call out the shot from full screen with that punish.
From full screen. It was interesting how it didn't interact with the egg at all.
Yeah, that was weird.
I expected it like to maybe flank or just like to beat it outright, but no, the egg was there.
Is this like a transcendent now or something like that?
That's a great question. I'm still not quite sure about the types of priority like in this game just yet, so there's still a lot we have to learn.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing our best out here for y'all, but unfortunately we don't have all the answers quite yet.
Yeah. Even though I've been keeping an eye out for it.
I've been fiending Twitter, man. I went and made sure that I didn't play the game until today because I just wanted to go into it fresh. But I've been fiending Twitter combos. Like, that's been my life. I've probably been the least productive this week. Like I have been since like Smash 4 got announced.
Yeah. For me, I was the most productive this week because I knew like I would not be productive at all this weekend, or probably next week. I'm sorry.
Did you take days off for this?
No, surprisingly.
No?
I planned my schedule like way in advance for
see.
this game. Like I started my job in like July, so I was like, I knew Smash Ultimate was coming out. I was like, all right, I want Fridays off. And
Nice.
yeah, and like late. I want to go in late on Mondays. So yeah, a lot of finessing.
This man is literally planning 8 months in advance.
You gotta. This is what it's like to get old, kids. When you get old, if you want to see friends and you want to be like spur of the moment, you can't.
Yeah.
It takes 8 months of planning. Anyway, enough real shit. We got more real shit happening on the screen.
So 102, Blob opening up with a couple combos. I think this is a really good stage choice for him. Pokemon Stadium 2 is a bit smaller, it feels like at least, than the other stage that we were just at, because SainT can't seem to get away from Blob. Blob is just always in his face. The positioning of these platforms, yeah, it's got to be transcendent.
Yeah,
but
that move did nothing to the egg.
It did nothing, and the egg didn't do anything with it, so it can't clash at all.
Interesting.
Back air.
So fast.
That was like the jankiest combo. It was Yoshi up B'd, SainT traded with something, then he got knocked onto the platform, missed the tech, and got back aired for it. Again, so it looks like Blob cannot, like, he has to jump before egging.
Yeah.
And if he jumps and he gets back aired, he's just dead. That is a nasty 50-50 that SainT's got for him.
It really is. Yeah, Blob has to change up his style a lot. Maybe like walk in a little more, but because the way that he's playing right now, although effective against 80% of the cast, doesn't look like it's working against Samus. And right now, once you're in, stay in there. And Blob's doing that so well right now. 95% on the second stock, and only from a trade.
But then 30% again from that blast. This is Samus as a character right now is looking pretty nice compared to what we had to deal with in Smash 4. But that egg confirmed. Wow, that's dangerous. So if you lose your invuln at edge and Yoshi's ready, egg confirms into fair. That is terrifying.
Yeah, he had something like that in Smash 4, but now the egg bounces on the ground. It just covers so much more relevant space.
Yeah, the problem was in Smash 4 is that because it didn't bounce, because you had to get that specific angle, that perfect shot. Now it's kind of just like, oh, I'm just going to go ahead and do a low one. It'll bounce, it'll blast.
It's just out of there.
So we are starting to see Blob run away with this. I really love this counter pick from him. It just fiended for his aggressive play style here. SainT just hasn't really had the opportunity to play that patient game that we saw game 1.
Yeah, and that's a lot of damage coming from that down air. This might be a wrap, so I think about your next game. Blob just needs one more solid aerial. Almost anyone will do. Nice space on that forward smash, though.
That forward smash seems like weaker than the back air, though.
Oh, yeah, that was the super sour spot. Well, that was a good back air, though, too. Nice DI by Blob to stay alive.
But still having trouble landing there. Yeah, he used all of his tools to get out of that.
Yeah. Oh.
But he's got one tool left in his big old noggin, taking that game 2.
Yep. Teaching him something about that. Forward air, you still have to respect it.
Yeah, that's another one of those things that's been around since day 1. Yoshi forward air has always been fantastic.
Yeah, that's always going to be a good move till the end of time.
Exactly. So one of the things that Yoshi can do in this game, I'm not sure how useful it is, but he's got a pseudo parry. Have you seen that before?
I don't think I have.
It's like a melee-esque thing. Basically, during the first few frames of shielding for Yoshi, his head becomes intangible.
Interesting.
And that even happens before the shield actually comes out. So you can cancel that shield with like a jump or an up B or something and have the head be intangible for just a wee bit. The window for doing that is apparently absurdly small, so we may not see Blob abusing that right yet, but this character does definitely have a future if these Yoshi mains can push it far.
That's how you know AMSA helped make this game. That's like the weirdest stuff I've ever heard, like outside of Melee. But like when AMSA is involved, yeah, sure, Yoshi has a like 1 frame parry on his head only on these few frames on this 15 moves. Sure.
You know, apparently Renai actually did some work on this.
Yeah.
Like consultant or something to that effect. I really don't want to see what Villager can do.
Yeah, like it was a few Japanese players, like Renai, Rain, I think.
So that's why Pit's good.
Yeah. Earth had some help with it too.
Earth, rather, excuse me, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
you're
dead.
dead.
Yeah, they threw out that nair. I think if he didn't, if he just did the directional air dodge back, he would have been fine. That's a bit of a difficult hole to start climbing off from. That's only 60% on SainT. Blob is going to have to start stretching his legs and putting these kicks to this man's head if he wants to go ahead and get back in this game.
And so far, he's doing just that. Another nair.
And then the
Oh!
fair. Yeah, that'll do.
Snuck that one right in there.
I see you, Blob. That'll do.
Yeah, evening it up. In a big way, too, because, I mean, if SainT had a lead that big and you couldn't do anything with it, that has to do some mental damage.
Yeah, certainly. So I'm not sure. As I said, SainT's kind of like that calm, cool, collected player, so I'm not sure that we'll see it affect him, but I mean, even the best players get challenged when all of a sudden they just go from being firmly in the driver's seat to getting pushed into the dirt.
Nice upbeat, just calling him out of that jump. Getting a bit of that charge shot. I wonder if it'll kill around now.
Yeah, we haven't really seen it land at kill percent. It's mostly just been used to rack up damage.
Which is ridiculous damage.
I mean, yeah, if you got a 40% projectile, you are always in this game.
Yeah, it just takes one shot. Do not miss his chance. You need a little bit more charge, SainT, to get it fully up there. Blob not giving him any space.
And that
might
uppy
be
almost. So it looks like Samus can't really follow up the up air with another up air like she used to be able to, but it still seems to be a decent tool for getting people off of you, and especially if you're sharking under these platforms. Couple clashes right there. Stuff out that roll, and the air dodge isn't enough to get SainT out of that one.
Yeah.
That was a really nice sequence by Blob.
One of the downsides of being so floaty is that you just stay out there for so much longer. Ooh, nice
You're
punish,
dead.
though. SainT saying, you will not touch my shield on this platform, my guy.
Yeah, Samus still got that, Blob. You got to go ahead and respect it.
SainT getting a lot of damage with the bomb as well.
So now we're at that point, last stock on Battlefield. We'll have to see if this is going to make any difference here. The stage doesn't seem like it's played that much of a role for it. SainT's been like, oh my god, that was really smart.
Yo, SainT, that was clean.
Yeah, I feel like that the only reason why Blob isn't dead is because this is day one.
Yeah.
He gets a little bit more practice at getting that. I would not be surprised to see Blob finished off. So that up B almost killed there, as well as that back air. Yoshi needs to start getting worried here. That little exchange not only... Oh. I was going to say that exchange, not only did it threaten Blob's stock, it put the fear of God into Blob, and SainT following up right there.
Yeah, and SainT, I love how fearless he is on those up Bs. It's hard for Yoshi to really bait those out without being at any risk to himself, so until they start punishing it, you have no reason to not do it. Whenever they are just floating above you, the hitbox seems very big.
Very generous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just go up there and pull that trigger.
Certainly a good option, and it's good to see that that character still has that amazing out-of-shield option there. Because as a whole, I feel like the out-of-shield game in Ultimate's going to be kind of lackluster. There are a few characters that have really good things that they can do out of shield, and a lot of characters that don't have anything, considering how bad shield grab was nerfed.
Yeah, I'm still not sure what capacity it was nerfed in. It feels way worse, but like, why is it so much worse?
It's worse because they basically made it so that if you try to drop shield with a grab, it's minimum 4 frames of lag plus the shield drop animation.
Oh.
You can't drop shield to grab for 4 frames. That's what it
Okay.
means. So you're basically like stuck.
So that's only with grab?
I'm not sure if it's only with grab, but I know that it is specifically with grab.
Okay. So what if instead of shield grabbing, you drop shield and then grab? Does it still have the same penalty?
No. So basically, I think the thing is that the reason why shield grab was so good is because you didn't get the drop animation.
Right.
So now you have to get at least 4 frames.
Oh, okay. So drop animation is always happening now.
Yeah, basically. It's like you're stuck for at least 4 frames trying to do a shield grab.
Gotcha.
Plus the startup of the grab itself.
Man, SainT almost died. But now we got Bowser Jr., yay.
I've heard talk that he's one of the worst characters in the game still.
And I've heard talk saying that he actually has some stuff and he's nice, so I don't even
Really?
know to believe anymore. Yeah. Everyone's here and everyone's busted, allegedly.
I think he's got a lot of nice quality of life changes. Like if you've hit both his body and the clown cart, it uses the clown cart instead, and we know that basically has a modifier that reduces knockback. So it's a couple quality of life changes where you're not going to just get janked out because somebody hits you right in the chest.
Yeah, that's a good thing because apparently that modifier and penalty just didn't work right at all in Smash 4.
I wouldn't be surprised. New things.
Yeah, I heard he was always getting that penalty if he gets hit in the air or something like that.
Really? Damn,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Yeah, Bowser Jr. was not good.
Rip Bowser Jr. mains.
But now they probably fixed it. Hopefully, we'll see. Skyloft on the list?
Yeah, Skyloft is on the list as a counter pick, I believe. Yeah. This is a terrifying stage for several characters, and I can definitely see why Blob would love this stage as Yoshi. Because a character that has really good aerial drift, powerful options above him, this is bringing back like raw memories of Meta Knight trying to shark under the platform.
Yeah.
This is looking like Delfino almost.
You're dead.
No.
Oh, nice recovery by Blob.
This man knows. He's definitely got that day one tech. And the back air to snuff out SainT's first stock. 115%, so I mean he has to start worrying about that up B at a shield. Or just missing the platform and taking that charge shot.
Yeah, rough break for the side of Blob.
So we were talking about not seeing when it killed, about 120.
Yeah.
Yoshi's a heavy character too, so that's got some power to it.
And I don't even think that was fully charged. Another one.
Again, just call him out. Now look at that. That time it actually clashed with the egg and broke the egg. I don't understand how this works.
Yeah, that's going to require some labbing. Eggs just seem weird.
Maybe it has to do with the bounce. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's something changes when they bounce on the ground.
Maybe. Maybe some sort of damage breakpoint. I don't know. I'm so curious. I have so many questions.
Yes, exactly. So much to learn. That's what I'm looking forward to most, is learning this game. This is a new system to fiddle with. All right, so 99 to 105. We're just about even. It's kind of just been, I don't want to call this a back and forth match, as there have been points at which both players have taken really good liberties with their characters to push their advantage state, but I don't feel like either player has really been able to firmly seize control and ride that momentum.
Yeah, it's been very, very close the entire time.
We just haven't really seen any of those crazy strings or anything like that we got out of the first couple games. I don't know if that's by design.
Nice read, Blob. Dang, man. Not only read the jump, but read the direction of the jump, too.
That was, absolutely fantastic by him. Little bit of a failed cross-up, and then he footstools SainT with his double jump.
Gets him out.
Double up tilts into single up air. Can't quite connect the second, but the weak nair brings it back 68%. Remember them strong strings I was talking about? That's one of them.
Oh, yeah. They're there. They're lurking, and they are just as powerful as ever. Another up air. Okay.
SainT does manage to get back down, but he actually gets center stage, but Blob is keeping up this pressure, so you're going to have to see if he can get back. Oh, boy.
Sneaky, but no punish.
Yeah, I think Blob must have had a tech flub there. He looked like he just got stuck on stage and didn't do anything. Maybe he just failed the buffer.
And I feel like this is kind of bad for Blob right now.
Yeah, he's got to finish this.
Yeah. My sixth sense is tingling. It's saying, you could die unless you end this immediately.
SainT trying to hit him with a plot armor right there.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, 90%.
This is bad news. And SainT actually might be one up B away.
Yeah, this got really close all of a sudden. This went from Blob running away with it to SainT running away from Blob and getting this damage back up. The uppie not quite, maybe another 10%, and that's dead.
Yeah, but now he almost has a full charge, and Blob's looking for
Can't
those
run away.
or those up Bs. Yeah, what do? You can't run away. You can't get too close. You can't touch a shield. You just have to stay patient, and Blob does just that. Keeping it close, but SainT edges that one out.
Fantastic play by SainT right there. That was just, he finally got the opportunity to call out Blob's aerial approaches.
Wait, it was 1-1. That game was 1-1.
No, that was 2-1.
That was 2-1?
Yep.
Oh, 3-1. Okay.
So
okay.
it was 2-1, and then he won that one, so 3-1.
Okay.
So yeah, SainT wrapping it up.
Nice.
And SainT will face Choreo in losers finals.
All right, and HandPicked is starting to finally round out.
We've got our top 3 players.
Yeah. And top 4 gets paid, right?
Yes, sir. So SainT's going to go ahead and cash his check. So will
ZD, Choreo.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the percents here, but unfortunately I do not have that in front of me.
So first place gets 110, second gets
Not bad.
60, third gets 20, and fourth gets $10.
Considering that this was no entry fee, I mean, hey, $10 is $10.
Yeah, it's all win.
Yeah, paying for dinner.
Yeah. There's Denny's right over there. You can get some for $10, probably. I don't know. I've only been to Denny's twice.
The only time I've ever been to Denny's was with Smash players.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the only way that they actually get me there. I never choose to eat at Denny's. I accept to eat at Denny's.
It's yeah, I guess that is food that I could eat.
It is edible. Yes.
Yep.
There is food there. I think those are hash browns. It's probably eggs.
I don't think I've never either been in a Denny's where I'm either not with Smash players or not just blackout drunk.
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's the purpose of a Denny's. You either go there with friends late at night when everything's closed, or you go there by yourself or with one other person late at night because you've been drinking since like 6 p.m.
Yeah. Denny's.
Yep.
That should be
Denny's.
their slogan.
We know why you're here.
Denny's and Taco Bell. It's like Taco Bell's like, just eat your food.
Exactly.
Please don't throw up on the floor. Taco Bell. It's food.
Nothing more to say, yeah. I mean, Vanilla's going to get you for that one. You know that, right? That man, like, swears by the Taco Bell.
I mean,
he eats it, like, 4 or 5 times a week.
That's
I'm
concerning.
surprised that he isn't just, like, dead right now.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not throwing, like, shade at Taco Bell. Like, everyone has a special place in their heart for Taco Bell, like, probably by their arteries because it's never actually leaving. But Taco Bell, like, it saved many lives in our teens and 20s. And 30s and 40s, probably. I'm not going to say 50s because you probably won't live past 50s.
If you're eating Taco Bell like 4 or 5 times a week, I'm fairly certain you're going to go out in like 50 and get like a blood sample. It's like, I'm sorry, sir. The only thing in your veins is like
it's
chalupa
lava
grease.
sauce. Yeah, your blood is just like hot sauce.
Dear God.
Yeah.